Okay, welcome back. We got one of my favorites of all time, one of your favorites too. You guys seem to like the Stevie Ray Vaughan reactions, and I love him. I think he's one of the top 5 guitarists of all time. I don't know much about this. This is a TV show, 1985, in Canada. Looks like there's an interview. I'm assuming he's going to play some songs, so let's just take a look.
He was named Musician of the Year at the recent National Blues Awards in Memphis, Tennessee. He has played to sold-out houses on 3 continents, including at Carnegie Hall and the Sydney Opera House. He is a Grammy Award winner. He's the only musician ever to have played the national anthem at the Houston Astrodome. And for his charity work, he's been made an honorary admiral in the Texas Navy. And yet once, Stevie Ray Vaughan was just another kid at home driving his parents crazy, playing the guitar all the time. And we're here today to talk to Stevie Ray Vaughan about how you go from being a kid at home driving your parents crazy to being one of the most respected musicians in the world. True or false? Did your parents say, put down that guitar and do your homework?
No, they said maybe turn it down sometimes, you know.
When did you fall in love with the guitar?
Immediately.
When did you first hear it? Did you hear the Beatles on the radio when you were a kid or something?
Yeah, I listened to a lot of the radio broadcasts out of Chicago and Nashville that were record marts, and they would have a lot of different types of music. It would be gospel, blues.
Is it lying in your bed at night, Stevie, with the little transistor radio?
You got it.
Every musician has. It's not true.
Hey, it's true though. It's true. It's something to do.
When did you first lay your hands on the guitar, and could you do anything with it right away?
Nobody can do something with it right away, I don't think, besides maybe my brother. He didn't seem to have learned. He just seemed to start playing. I was about 7, I guess, when I first started picking up his guitars that he was saying to leave alone. He was doing it on purpose. You know?
It hurts your fingers the first time you pick it up, right?
Sometimes. You know, a lot of people it does. It's something that doesn't either bothers you or doesn't bother you. You keep going.
Do you remember the first tune you learned how to play? And if so, I'm going to ask you to play it. Do you remember what you used to do?
The first thing I tried to learn was, you know. Of course, it came out more like.
Little walking blues, but you were trying. You were trying.
Yeah,
Wobble.
I was doing my best.
You are a blues musician, and you don't take that title lightly, and yet I think that term is very misunderstood, isn't it?
Yes, it's really, the blues are music that soothes, and they've been responsible for a lot of other type of music to be here in the first place. Rock and roll is just a baby of the blues, so is jazz.
Is it possible? Is it possible that a pop tune can become a blues tune just through coloring it?
Sure, the way you play. And it's like you said earlier, it's blues, you don't write them down on paper, you write the notes down to a song. The tones and the way you feel them is the music itself.
Can you show me, can you take a pop tune, maybe anything that's running around in your head, show me how to play it straight and then show me how you put feel into it?
Well, to be honest, I like to play with feeling every time I play.
Okay, show me how you put feeling into a note.
Well, it depends on how you want to do it. You can like or you can sting it, you know.
Be a little more gentle, a little more wistful. Yeah. Really, so much human emotion. Do you feel that emotion when you're playing, the emotion that those notes suggest to me?
If I didn't, I shouldn't be there.
Exactly. Yeah. When did you start to feel it, though? Because when you're a kid, it's just, you don't have grown-up emotions.
Well, you feel it first, and then you learn how to do it. Yeah. It takes a whole lifetime to do these things.
How much did you practice? You hear about Eric Clapton, for example, locking himself up for a whole year and not going out and just practicing.
Well, I didn't time it, you know. I just do it every day I play. You know, I just play because it's a beautiful instrument. It's a beautiful woman.
You're not kidding, are you? No. I mean, someone told me that your wife is third in line in your life, right? Tell me about that.
She's right up there. It's just that, you know, my first wife is right there. It's off camera.
It's a guitar.
If I could get
guitar line here.
it, can we get that so I can show what I mean?
Yeah. Gerald, you bring that up to us. This looks like it has seen the war, Stevie.
It has, but that's part of life, you know, sometimes.
How old is this guitar?
It's a 59. She's been played. She does.
You have worn the varnish off every bit of that guitar.
Well, there's wood worn off too. You know, she's got some scars, but.
So this is you call it sort of half jokingly first wife.
Yeah.
That's Mickey Mantle.
And this is, well, it's not joking at all. But this is, and see, even Mickey Mantle endorsed it. You know?
You recognize
he's a
that.
fellow Texan now, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. This was a guitar that I played when they did the Star Spangled Banner. This is the one.
And this guitar is a little newer, but it's here it is.
Yes, but it's she's beautiful. She's made in part by Renee Martinez and Charlie Wirtz. See.
Yeah, Charlie's your mechanic. He works
No,
on
Renee.
Renee is
Charlie
Martinez.
Charlie was the other half.
Yeah.
He's still around. He just had to move on. So.
Your career has been pretty exciting the last 3 years.
Yes, it has.
Before that, you might have. Were you ambitious, or
Well, whatever that means. I was trying.
did you think that Stevie Ray Vaughan would be headlining at the Montreux Jazz Festival, that you'd be headlining at the Sydney Opera House or at Carnegie Hall?
No, but I sure was hoping. You know,
You were discovered.
by my parents.
Somebody said.
I
Somebody,
popped out, and my parents went, "There he is."
somebody said it was Mick Jagger. Am I wrong?
Well, I was a little older then, you know.
So you're already made.
You know, I'm me.
Why don't you show me a little bit more about what you can do with this? Because we could talk all day, but I'd love to hear you play.
All right. Oh, baby. Tell me how you feel. I missed you. Where you've been. Day is necessary. Every now and then. Just so to move on. Living life back again.
What's that called?
Oh, Laugh Without You, it's a thing to Charlie Wirtz.
Who is someone who meant a lot
Charlie.
to you?
So, you can certainly tell that Stevie Ray Vaughan would much prefer to be playing guitar than doing an interview. And the interviewer is very enthusiastic about Stevie Ray Vaughan and his style and music and so on, but he seems a little bit awkward. Sincere, but a little awkward. And maybe Stevie's the awkward one. You see he keeps his head down, keeps his hat over his face. Pretty interesting to watch. The other thing is, did you notice the Jimi Hendrix kind of influence in that last part that he was doing? I'm going to play that again. You can hear, like you can hear Jimi Hendrix there.
What's that called?
Oh, Laugh Without You, it's a thing to Charlie Wirtz.
Who is...
Living life back again.
The let me play. That reverb. That.
What's that called?
It's called Laugh Without You. It's a thing to Charlie Works.
Who is someone who meant a lot to you?
Yes, he was one of the best people I've ever met in my life.
He helped you with your guitars.
Yes, and with your heart too. You know, he was a big man.
You have a lot of people who care about you. I can tell that with the kind of people that
I
travel
care about a
around.
lot of people. You know, it comes and goes. You know.
How many albums out now?
3.
And a fourth coming out?
Well, actually, there's 2 out now. A third to be out this week.
And everywhere in Canada you go, it seems that you're playing. You're up here a lot. You like it here.
Yeah.
And
Surely.
we like watching you play. One final question, and I hope it won't offend you. You're from Texas.
Right.
Years ago, they used to be the fastest guns in the West.
Yep.
Now, is it the fastest guitar in the West? Are you the toughest guitar slinger around?
If somebody wants to battle, I do it every once in a while.
Mostly you just love to play.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we love to listen to you.
All right.
We're about to go to a commercial here, but why don't you play us out? Just whatever you feel about being in this studio and being on Lifetime. Thanks for joining us.
All right.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
It's a thing called Say What Soul to Soul.
All right, he says. And that is maybe it's not the end.
For you rock and roll fans who have never heard Stevie Ray Vaughan play with such restraint, be advised that in the studio, yes, he was loud. Everyone here will attest to that. Also, a bit of trivia. The wah-wah pedal that Stevie used, that's the pedal that makes the wah-wah sound that's attached to his guitar, actually belonged to the great Jimi Hendrix, arguably the greatest electric guitarist who ever lived.
I told you. Right? I told you. Did you like that one? I didn't know it was just going to be mostly interview. I don't know who this guy is, by the way. That's an ad. How do I stop it? There we go. Yeah, I didn't know it was going to be mostly an interview, but it was really cool and definitely heard the Jimi Hendrix influence. Tell me if you've seen this before. I really like this. Tell me what you think. Leave your comments. I've got a lot of subscribers that really like Stevie Ray Vaughan, and I do too. So if you're a Stevie Ray Vaughan mega fan, leave me a comment. So I'm going to make a special video for you guys. All right, thanks.